High school ranks the regular season down to its final month, and teams are starting to hit their stride. In District 16 5A, Georgetown much improved over last year, trying to hand Stony Point their first loss. Eagles at home and on the board. Nick Syosin to David Kerr for the touchdown. They did not go quietly, but the Tigers would prevail. Aaron Sharp, some misdirection, dumps it off to Tyler White, and he takes it the rest of the way. Stony Point wins a shootout to stay perfect, 49-34. Georgetown with only 3 games to go. The Anderson Trojans went into Westlake unbeaten Friday night, but the Shaps are gaining momentum in a hurry. Check out the run by big Van Grommen, dancing his way inside the 5. It would lead to a touchdown by Grommen. And then Louis Gilbo going to work out to Jackson Preto, who does the rest, dives in. They coast in the second half. Shaps win their district opener and third straight, 30-15, hosting Austin High next. Out to Lake Travis, the Cavaliers still without receiver Connor Floyd, but quarterback Michael Brewer returned after missing 3 games with a shoulder injury, hosting Vandergrift. Brewer connected with several receivers for touchdown. Tanner Gillette then airing it out to Dannon Cavill. Looks like the shoulder's okay. Lake Travis wins handily, but a big game this Friday at 5-1 Vista Ridge. How about the finish at Hendrickson this week? Trying to knock off unbeaten Hutto. The Hawks jump out to a huge lead. Dahe Johnson goes up the gut 65 yards on this run. They led 21-6 at the half, but the Hippos chip away in the second, and Ryan Higgins with a high-powered offensive attack hits Keaton Knapp, and they get their first lead of the game in the fourth quarter, storming from behind to hang on 34-28 and improve to 6-0, a battle of unbeatens for them this week when 6-0 Connolly comes into town. Don't count out Bastrop in 16-4A just yet. They still have to play Connolly and Hutto at Manor. Josiah Monroe back as a captain after he was ejected last week. Bastrop disciplined him but chose not to suspend him, and he is the fuel behind the Bears offense. To Mark Jackson for the score. That gave them the lead for good. They hang on to win a high-scoring affair. Marcus Reed getting the call here. 59-42 the final. They're home to Hendrickson this week. Special night in Hays County. Head coach Bob Shelton tied the late legendary Brownwood coach Gordon Wood for the second most games coached in Texas high school football, and the Rebels looked a little extra inspired on Friday night. Michael Romero around the end for Hays, and then the other half of their 1-2 punch, Torrance Smith would take it in here. Shelton's been at Hays since the school opened back in '68, even has his name on the stadium. His team gives him a win over Clemens, 47-21, and he trails only G.A. Moore of Aubrey High School, who's still coaching. KBVO, big game of the week this week is Leander and Stony Point at the Reeves Athletic Complex on Thursday night. The Lions unbeaten in district after a rough start.